Hi, I'm doing this video to help you figure out how to solve an equation that has multiple variables for one particular variable. Here we go. Solve the formula for the specified variable. And let's see, let me just take a second here. I forgot to write down which variable they wanted us to do. They want us to solve for h. So I don't write it here, but they say h. And they have an empty box for h. So they want us to solve this for h. So write that off to the side. I'm going to kind of treat all these other variables here like they're like numbers, or like just like ignore them like I'm not, and like, well, not ignore them, but like treat them like numbers. And I'm just trying to isolate that h by itself. So the first thing I would notice is I'm multiplying this h by this junk right here. We're just multiplying the h by that junk. Now, every time I'm multiplying by something, I have to divide by that something to get rid of that, this junk attached to the h currently. But we are not going to make that our first step. Notice also we have the h times this junk, then adding all of this stuff. So in math, when we're solving equations, we usually do opposite order of operations. That means if you had to take the h, and then if you followed order of operations, you would first multiply by this expression, then add that expression, following order of operations. Well, when we're solving equations, we do the opposite. So we would get rid of this stuff by subtracting that on both sides, and then we would divide by this stuff second. So opposite operations, okay? So that's the first thing I'm going to do. I'm going to subtract 2LW from both sides. Because I'm trying to get just the terms with an h attached to them on one side of the equation. And so I get now unlike other equations, like I think these type of equations are even easier than if I had numbers. If s was a number like 24 and this was like 5 or something, there's an arithmetic error that I could make here. I'd have to make a mathematical calculations in my mind, and I could. There's a probability that I could make an error. But here, I just have to write out. Okay, they're not like terms. An s and 2LW are not like terms. They're not exactly the same variable and the same. So I can't combine them at all. So I just simply write them. That's like writing, if I had 24 minus 2, and I just get to write the number 24 minus 2 and not forget about doing actual calculation. So. Okay. On the other side, I have 2L plus 2W, like that stuff, and all multiplied by h. Well, I just have this stuff times h. So you have to remember, if I have an expression that has like 12 equals 3x, I have the x and it's being multiplied by 3. What do I do to get rid of that 3? I do the opposite. I divide by 3 on both sides. Okay? If I have this coefficient on the x, then I divide by that coefficient on both sides. Well, I have this coefficient on I'm calling it a coefficient. If I know what W and L is, it is going to just become a coefficient. All that stuff is like the 3. It's just a stuff being multiplied by the variable I wish to solve for. So I have to divide by that stuff on both sides. So just like I divided both sides by the 3 in this problem, I have to divide both sides by whatever is in front of the h. Now these are going to cancel. And the other side, I'm going to get S minus 2LW over 2L plus 2W. And you probably want to put that when you're putting your answers, inputting your answer, in order for the calculator and the program to understand what you're trying to input. It's probably a good idea that you put the numerator in parentheses, then put your fraction bar, then put the denominator in parentheses like this, and then enter your answer. Okay? All right. I hope you found this valuable. Have a great day. Bye.